Today I'm going to show you how to make some faux buttons so that they match any project that you're going to make. You can make quite different ones out of lots of different cardstock and stamps and punches. First of all, I took some Sage Shadow because I've actually been working with that colour today, the Versamark ink pad and a Circle Circus stamp set because they're all circles. And I stamp that onto the Sage Shadow cardstock. I'll do a few at a time. And then I'm going to use some embossing powder. I thought I'd try black, so it would show up a bit. And then heat it with a heat gun to finish off the embossing. Takes a few seconds to do. And then we get the 1-inch circle punch and punch out neatly around the picture. And then the 3/4 of an inch circle punch for the last one. Next I need 5 other circles for each button because we're going to glue them together. So just cut them out. And if you do a few at a time, you get a lot more done. And I lined them all up with the stamped ones on the end. Then I got the Tombow adhesive and went as far to the edges as I could on the first 5 circles of each line. You do end up rather sticky. And then you carefully stick them all together with the stamped image on the top. Push them all round so they're nicely lined up. That's the first one, the second one, and the small one. Next we need to punch some holes so you've got somewhere to tie cotton or ribbon or whatever you choose to put on there. I find it easy if I draw on the back with pencil so I can line them up a bit better. Then punch 2 holes in it with the smallest punch on the crocodile. And then just to make them nice and shiny I use the Stampin' Up Crystal Effects and covered the whole of the top with this. If you just tilt it slightly towards the light you can see that you've got it all. Then you have to leave it to dry. I thought I would try something different with some real red cardstock and the Love You Much stamp. Some white embossing powder. A silver embossing powder. And then heat it with a heat gun to set it. And I've got the heart to heart punch and punched them out. And then again you need another 5 of each to make the buttons. And I lined them all up like I did with the circles. Didn't make the buttons with the little hearts because they're just too small to punch 2 holes in. But it didn't go to waste. Just glue as close to the edges again as possible so they all stick together neatly. And stick them carefully together so they all line up. Then got a 1/2 inch punch and punched 6 circles of that, glued them all together. Stuck them all together like the other buttons, line them all up neatly, and put a dab of glue in the middle so that we can stick a little heart on the top. Like so. Next we need to punch the holes in them with the crocodile, again the smallest punched hole. And try and keep them even. And put some crystal effects on whichever ones you want. You don't have to put crystal effects on all of them because you do get matte buttons. So I made a selection. Some have got the crystal effects, some of them haven't. Again, they take about 30 minutes or so to dry. This is a different effect again. I punched the flower out and then using the 3/4 inch circle I punched around that to give a shape with a hole in it, and then again another 6 3/4 inch circles to make the button. Glue right up to the edge. And stick them all together, lining them up again. And you just need to glue around the edge of the cutout one. Stick that one on top. Kind of gives you an indented shaped button. And cut the holes in it. And cover it with crystal effects. Put to one side to dry. Next I took some pretty and pink cardstock, a 3/4 circle punch, stuck them all together. Use 6 again because I think 6 make a nice thickness for a button. And I punched one of the boho blossom flowers out of vellum. So glue on the vellum and stick that on top of the pink button. You can't actually see the glue once it's stuck on, and once you stick the crystal effects over the top it sticks all the edges down really nicely. And here we have a selection of different buttons, different shapes, different sizes. Some are embossed, in different colours. You can make them to match any project. Thank you for watching.